If you are into RPGs, you probably have heard of flexible magic systems. The online discussion is full of people praising or bashing flexible magic systems, but very often it seems that either people do not understand what flexible magic is, or have different ideas about what it is. I gave it some thought, and I think that there really are different types of flexibility that a magic system can display, and I would like to share my thoughts. 1. No predefined spell list. I bet you've seen people complain again and again about D&D spell lists. The magic system consists of predefined spell lists for each class. Even though they have effects that depend on caster level, different casters still are casting the same spells with the same restrictions. A wizard cannot simply invent a new spell that is not on his class spell list. However, AD&D had some rules for that, and so does Axe. In GURPS, the vanilla magic system works like that by default. You have hundreds of spells split among dozens of colleges, and you cannot really adjust them in any way, unless you're using other optional rules. However, there also are systems that do not have predefined spell lists, such as ritual path magic. For some reason, most people also say that sorcery also fits this category, when the book clearly says that it does not. 2. Spells are not fixed. Let's go back to the D&D wizard. I said that they cannot change the spell's properties in any way, but I was lying. Meta-magic feats do exist after all. By applying a meta-magic feat to a predefined spell, the wizard may change its properties. Sure, it's still the same spell, but with a twist. In GURPS you can do that with the vanilla magic system by allowing the adjustable spells rule from GURPS Thaumatology. This way, a spellcaster will be able to add enhancements to his spells taken from a fixed spell list, at a cost of extra FP and penalties to his casting roll. That's the same as AD&D metamagic. Ritual path magic sort of fits here, because every spell is different, but it can also not fit there, because every spell is different but still static. Sorcery also doesn't work like that by default. However, the same thing can be done with power techniques for any powers-based magic system. Just take a look at GURPS psionic powers and tell me that it's not the same as D&D metamagic. 3. Character doesn't have to learn spells individually. This is different from the no predefined spell list flexibility. In this case, there still is a predefined list of spells, but the character doesn't have to learn all the spells individually. The best GURPS example would be ritual magic. The character just learns a college skill and becomes able to cast all the spells from this college. Ritual path magic also fits this definition, as the character learns path skills and not the spells themselves. 4. Character can cast spells that are not on his character sheet. This is what most people call improvisation. Powers do it by using abilities from default, modular abilities or wild talent. Even though the character may have some spells on his character sheet, he may occasionally cast something else. 5. There is a spell design system. Many also say that to be considered flexible, a magic system needs a spell design system. In GURPS you can design spells in RPM and magic as powers, but not in magic as skills. This is different from no predefined spell list. Even if there is a spell design system, there still may be only a pre-approved spell list. That's how sorcery works by default. Let's take a look at some of the GURPS magic systems and see what boxes they check. GURPS magic, by default, it's completely inflexible. None of the 5 categories fit. However, with optional rules such as adjustable spells, you can check box 2. Ritual magic. The spell list is predefined, spells are fixed, but boxes 3 and 4 work. Ritual path magic. This system fits all 5 criteria. However, it is possible to simply forbid improvisation and limit the players to a list of predefined RPM spells. Sorcery. I don't really consider it a system, but as it is written in the book, it checks boxes 4 and 5. Divine Favor. That's another powers-based approach that in addition to boxes 4 and 5 checks box number 1, due to general prayers being able to do arbitrary stuff. Powers. The powers framework is so flexible that you can make pretty much anything with it. I would say that boxes 1, 2, 4 and 5 can be checked, and even number 3 may work for something like wildcard powers from GURPS supers. Symbol and syntactic magic, that's one of the underused systems, and it checks all 5 boxes. And that's pretty much it. As you can see, not all flexible magic systems are flexible in the same way. When arguing about what is the one true way of doing things in RPGs, it's better to communicate what you mean clearly to avoid misunderstandings. This is especially relevant to GURPS. The system itself is so flexible that you can, for example, even use ritual path magic only as a spell design system and remove all of its other types of flexibility. GURPS powers can let you create any system you want, from something as flexible as RPM to something as rigid as GURPS magic. Thank you for watching, I will see you next time.